Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Looking for the run. Great ball and he's in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tomori kept his eye on it and he's there. Bullet. Can he get on the end of this? That's been slipped through. Kolomwani! Ricci. Now it's full Krug. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And this is Hullet. Crosses it in. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Gabbia gets rid without sophistication. Shevchenko. That's going to go a long way. Modric. And that could set him on his way. De Bruyne. Oh, that's fabulous. It's crossed into the middle. And Hullet! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Bastoni gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Hullet. He's looking wide. And it's Bartasaghi. That pass isn't the best. Cannavaro. And Bastoni. And here's Hullet. And this is De Bruyne. Ball swung in. Gets his head on it! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts.
Big chance! Osimhen, and the pass is intercepted. Costa Curta. Now it's Thuram.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to belt it away. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Osimhen. He's looking wide.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's a good ball. There's the shot! Superb from Osimhen! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So, a breakthrough already. Cannavaro.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Decent chance! And it's Barella. Well, that pass isn't the best. And they've got a throw. Shevchenko! Decent enough try.
Shevchenko usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Osimhen. This looks promising. Locatelli driving for real chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Inter Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He's being urged to shoot. And he was alert to it. Kolomuani.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
De Bruyne tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Shot at goal! Oh, it's there! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
"30 minutes gone. Bastoni is the guilty party there. Locatelli. Passes coming off in quick succession here. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. And it's Hullet. Now it's Colomwani. Hernandez could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? Barella. That's a throw. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Hullet. Barella. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's been shifted off it. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, no question that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Decent hit from there. Hernandez. Baresi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Barella has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Colomwani looking to run onto it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Osimhen. He has found the way through. And that has sent him sprawling. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Inter Milan could not have chosen a worse moment to increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped in.
And it's half-time here.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a dare il proprio contributo alla nostra fondazione per l'aiuto alle popolazioni più povere.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, can they get him away? And it's crossed into the middle. Ball is over the line. Barella. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Hernandez. Barella. Can he get on the end of this? Osimhen, he's found a way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che non è consentito.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, I quite like the look of the defender, Pop.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. 2, and we've barely begun here. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Colomwani receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Inter Milan have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Pavlovic. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Darun, nicely aimed pass. Dybala. And it's made its way to him. De Bruyne. Can he spark a counter here? Cuadrado. De Bruyne takes control of it and he's on the move. Looking for the run. And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now. Çalhanoğlu. Fiore. He's on it, can he get away?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. And here's De Bruyne. And this is Shevchenko.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Darun. Now it's Retegi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Hunnit. That's going to go a long way. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Well read. And the danger is averted. Darun. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's good running with the ball. Great vision. Shot a goal! He scores! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Shevchenko, he's shifting through the gears here. Cross in. And that's the keeper's ball. Berry. Rabiot. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Rabiot. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Colomwani. Pass somewhat off target. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Gol per l'Inter. Ha segnato al 39esimo minuto numero 9.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Cuadrado. Retegi. It's a promising position. Can he finish? Costa Curta. Çalhanoğlu. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now it's Shevchenko. De Bruyne.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
That's very neat. That is good strength. Rabiot. Now it's Openda. And he was quick to react. And it's Locatelli. Oh, what a ball! The room. And we've reached half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Inter Milan pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. And the action is back on the way. And here's Shevchenko. Pull it, and pull it! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
He's a sharp little ball here. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Dybala. Now it's Openda. No way through there. Not much subtlety about that challenge. But Isagi spots it and intercepts. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Colomwani getting this one clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Colomwani. Great, tries a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Inter have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Real chance! That is good alertness. Dybala. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. De Bruyne. And this is Shevchenko. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Locatelli. Rabiot. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Great chance! Oh, how good is he? A finish of true class. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Dybala. Calhanoglu. Fiore. Now it's Retegui. Berry. Locatelli. De Bruyne. Now it's Colomwani. Tries to play it through. Plenty to a chance! And he's heaved it away. Oh, that's wonderful alert. Decent chance! Fiore. Now it's Retegui. Now it's Openda. That has been slung wide.
Pretty robust defending.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Inter Milan are down to 10 men.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
So a
31.
chance here, what can they make of it?
14.
This then, an ideal chance to cut the deficit.
Numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 29, il numero 10, il numero 11, Giroud, il numero 70, il numero 2. Attenzione, un cambio.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Dybala deals with that comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tries a measured ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Maldini looking sharp there. Bartasagi. He's looking wide. And he goes for a shot! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So, third corner of the game. Çalhanoğlu with the short one. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Pavard calmly anticipates. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fred shoots! And here's Retegui. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a pretty loose pass. The final 5 minutes. Fratesi, big chance! That has not gone well. And this is Giroud. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hullet. Thuram.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Ashlani. Now it's Maldini. Retegui. There will be 4 extra minutes. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Costa Curta cuts it out. Dybala. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Now the ball. Header! It's fallen loose again! No mistake! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Giroud. That's the end. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Inter can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
There he is, the one they call the divine punch.
It's Inzaghi! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Just eases him off the ball. Ribery. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great.
Colomwani! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
He's picked his way through, and he gets rid in a hurry. Roberto Baggio. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Inzaghi gets flagged offside. And that's been won straight back. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Inzaghi. Tries from a long way out. Oh, they could break here. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nice interception, well timed. Perez. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Bullet. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rabiot. Got a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Barella. Roberto Baggio. Looking for options for movement. Great ball if he can get there. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Inter Milan really could have done without this. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. That is some save from De Gea.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
And he's intervened well there. Rabiot. Now that looks a decent ball. Di Marco. And Baggio. And it's Barella. Atalanta looking to pass their way through. Ribery. Played into space out wide. Zalewski. And it's Hullet. And Hullet! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And a few accusing looks coming his way. Ribéry. And here's Colomwani. Oh, that's fabulous. He slings it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Roberto Baggio. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ribéry. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Inzaghi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here. He's found some space. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, what has happened here? And it's DiMarco. Here comes an... He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Well, they've got it again.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
And
di
here's
recupero.
Hullet. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Hullet with a real chance here.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this...
Hullet! Superb from Hullet! A finish of true class! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength. And again! Great football, shot and save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
This possibly the last play of the half. Climbs up! Crossbar comes to the rescue. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Inter Milan are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 18, Filippo Inzaghi. Numero 59. Lasciano il campo per il
And we're
numero
underway
11,
again.
il numero 27.
De Bruyne. Shevchenko. He's on it. Can he get away? Roberto Baggio. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Tries a shot! Stefan de Vrij. Barella. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ribéry. De Bruyne. Barella bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's a throw-in. And it's Barella. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice sequence of passes, this. Vlahovic! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
This their second corner of the game. De Bruyne getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. That's good play. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Barella. Nicely spread. He's got away. Roberto Baggio. Baggio charging forward, the ball at his feet, and he's managed to get free. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to play it through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Perez. Now Roberto Baggio. Now it's Vlahovic. Nice looking ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Ribéry has created one goal already. He's in a great position here. Serginho. Scalvini. Looking to play him in. Kolomuani's cross. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! Just too high.
Sostituzione per l'Atalanta. Numero 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
77. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Spread out to the left. Serginho. Shot could be on. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Bremer spots it and intercepts. And it's Dybala. Knocks it into space. Barella. Vlahovic. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Hullet. Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Hullet. And Hullet! Yes! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such...
Up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. Decent chance, that is a fine delivery.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he can clear it away. Atalanta are looking to go forward now. Might be... Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's been given away. Shevchenko takes a shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's definitely not his best. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Baggio. Baggio going face-to-face with his great rival. That's been slipped through. Thuram has it in a wide position. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vlahovic. Ambitious ball here. Floated through.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di
Rabiot. Barella. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Bremer.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Barella. Oh, such a clever touch. Barella! Ruled out the best in the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! And that's got him off to a flyer!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he's managed to get free. Lahm gets rid without sophistication. And here's Neymar. Now it's Yamal. Oh, good Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. Ronaldinho's delivery. It is a corner, good chance.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Shooting chance! He's scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Could move up a gear here. Good pressure, determined, intense. No, that's been intercepted. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a nicely shaped ball. They've got a corner here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's a throw. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Tchouaméni with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Now it's Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Yamal, that's a little off target. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Great ball, and he's in here! He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, that's well spotted. Belletti. Well read, nice interception. Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. And that is out of play. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. So what can they make of this? And this is Hullet. Oh, no joy this time. He can get that clear. Marquinhos. That is good alertness. Threads one in, and he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot. It's hit the upright. Well, there's the clearance. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
This is a
caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Manchester United advantage. It is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. He won't be happy with that one. He's through, now is he in? Cross gets his head on it! Has fallen kindly here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Great vision. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pull it. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. Tchouaméni has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Beckenbauer. And it's Hullet. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And he was quick to react. It's gone for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Looking to play him in. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Nicely aimed pass. Messi, he's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal chasing after it. And he's intervened well there. Done delicately. Can he get it through? Oh, that looks a good ball through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. He's on it, and a chance! And he's following up! Oh, taken with style! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Manchester United are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now, can they get him away? Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a good ball. And he can clear it away. He's a sharp little ball here. And the flag, here's a chance! Oh, almost a sixth!
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Pullet, shot could be on. Messi, and Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pullet, it's run loose here. And smartly reclaimed. Chance, surely! It's a goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? Oh, denied at the last.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper has taken decisive action. The final 5 minutes. Marquinhos. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He is through here. And it's Lam.
Such good technique.
Lam delivers. Costa Curta is there and he can get that clear. Looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldo could try cutting inside here. Messi cleared away. And the shot! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Ronaldinho. Five minutes to add. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Oh, super ball. Shot a goal! It's anyone's ball now. That's that, the end. Manchester United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Cristiano Ronaldo collecting the match ball, and it is his.
This is a lost children's announcement.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Somewhat off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Zanetti promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Zanetti. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And this is Ronaldo. Pass is just off target. Gravenberg.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Hullet is always looking to break lines. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Palmer. Nice looking ball. That's going to go a long way. And we have our very first corner. Bruno breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. And he's forced to go back. Nicely aimed pass. Pedri. Neymar. That's very neat.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's...